What about dating during shutdown? How is that working out for you?
I haven't really been dating during shutdown. I'm into the dating apps.
Yeah. What's your favorite app to use for dating?
I think probably Raya or Hinge, because they're.
I've heard of Hinge. I haven't heard of Raya. Right?
Raya, not just anybody can be on. You have to they verify that it's you through all of your social media.
Okay. Smart move.
Yeah.
So the Tinder's not your thing? No. More of a hookup app those are, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
But I heard Raya's like a hookup app too.
You just said you never heard of it.
They are.
I got accounts on all of them. Are you kidding me?
To a certain point.
No.
Everything is.
Yeah.
Well, then
Facebook.
all dating is.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It is.
How about the dating
But
service
they
they
have
have on
things-
Facebook? Have you seen that?
I don't think anybody's doing that.
Let me tell you.
Oh, no, they are. I've met a few people that hooked up on Facebook.
I will say, like, the
worst
online
ones.
ones, like OkCupid, I've never been on there, but I have friends who are, like, starting to do OkCupid.
Yeah?
OkCupid now.
Don't be stupid. Go to OkCupid. Yeah.
That's how I met Darren, was on a dating app.
Which app was it?
Dating DNA.
Dating DNA.
Oh, do you have to send your DNA in?
No, you just fill out a little questionnaire and they match you up.
DNA.
There you go.
Oh, Darren. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Your shrink.
Yeah.
You lost one shrink. Now,
Yeah.
why do you feel that you have a shrink? And has your therapist made a difference?
I do think so. I think it's good to have somebody, a third person perspective of what's going on. Yeah, I do think. I've gone intermittently throughout my life. But no, I lost this one because she was starting in a new place, and there's this certain type of therapy I want to get that she doesn't do. So
What's the therapy that you get?
it's
it shock?
EMDR. It's like eye movement desensitization.
yes.
They like make you like look at a thing or like do something, and then like you like reprocess your memories.
Sounds like when people get pulled over by the cops after a few drinks.
Something like that.
Now your therapist.
So she doesn't do that. So I had to find a new one, and I wanted to find one that was in my neighborhood that was. She's kind of a hippie. She's like into like.
Does she burn sage and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
knew you were going to say
Right.
I'm
She's
into
a sage
it.
burner. Yeah.
I'm into it. Yeah, she does like Reiki and stuff too. Like a lot of.
What's Reiki?
It's like
Reiki.
I've never done it, but I think it looks cool. So this is probably not going to be a good explanation, but they like. It's like body energy. It's very hippie. I don't think you'd be into it, but
I don't mind hippies.
um.
Hippies, I have the best time with
It's
hippies.
like
I used
body
to be a
energy,
hippie.
and they don't touch you, but they like move their hands like over the top of your body and like say stuff.
You didn't know I used to be a hippie?
Really?
Yeah. I was Moonbeam Padula. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You weren't there, man. Right.
You've heard of Reiki.
Yes, I've heard of Reiki.
What do you think about it?
I think all alternative therapies are beneficial to include with psychotherapy.
Yeah.
Oh, I love alternative. Let me tell you something. I don't want to take pills. Okay. I know my addictive personality. What happens with that? Okay. I love when there's other options, and I'm glad that you found a therapist that experiences and exposes you to other options. That's
Yeah.
good. And I'm glad that you exposed her to a PowerPoint slide.
Yeah, so I thought, there's like a lot of stuff I've already talked about that I don't really want to go over again. And my family is kind of complicated. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make a little slideshow with like a little timeline.
Was the loss a family member?
Huh?
Was the loss a family member?
I have a lot of family.
Oh, okay.
And it's just kind of complicated.
Okay, gotcha.
So I was like, I'm going to make a slideshow. So I made a slideshow that was like my life and trauma.
On PowerPoint?
Yeah, like a middle class white girl tragedy. Like,
did you have
do
pictures in
I secretly love to be miserable? Is the front page of it. And then I've got like a slide for every ex-boyfriend, like a timeline of when I dated them.
Explain what's on the slide. Like, give it. You have to give a name or anything, but what would be on one slide?
Like, John. Hashtag, did I ever like this guy? Or was I just bored?
Okay.
And then like some bullet points.
And did you get an answer?
Well, we haven't talked about the PowerPoint yet. We just had our initial thing, and then she's gonna look at it.
So
but I think she might think I'm crazy.
Well, it sounds like you already sent
I
her the
think
PowerPoint.
it makes sense. Would you be happy if someone gave you a PowerPoint of stuff they've already worked through and like an explanation of their family, like if their parents have been divorced multiple times or like had like children from previous marriages?
I think it shows that you're really invested in your therapy, and I would think it was a good thing. I'd probably have to make fun of you after we built some rapport, but initially I think it's a really good thing.
I think it's genius.
Okay, I didn't say it was a bad idea.
Talking about it on this show might not be the most genius thing.
No, don't you understand? I'm like a therapist. Don't you know that about me?
Songwriting, I was talking to somebody else too. They were like talking about counseling and then talking about songwriting. It's like co-writing is kind of like that. You get a lot of stuff from people because we were like, I bet these therapists get so much dirt,
Yeah.
People say things in therapy they would never say in real life.
Like what? What's something that you have said in therapy that you wouldn't say in real life?
I don't think I'm going to answer that.
It's okay.
I
But
say everything that comes to my mind. I don't hold nothing back.
Yeah, Bay don't hold nothing back.
Nope.
I said music is a very strong therapeutic tool.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed, which is a great segue to a live music section here.
Yeah.
Just one thing that you've said in therapy that you never said out loud. Just one thing. It doesn't have to be crazy. You gotta understand that I learn by listening to you.
Do you? What have you learned today? You love to ask that. What have you learned today?
Today, well, I'll tell you what I learned today in a little bit when we finish out the show. But what I learned from you today, okay, is presentation of thoughts. It doesn't always have to be verbal. It could be physical and visible. And I've never thought about presenting that to a therapist before, or an outside source.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think that is kind of genius. Now tell me your dirt.
I'm trying to think of something good, but can't.
No, think of something bad.
No, in therapy, I will just be like, listen,
I was this close.
what is my problem, and why am I doing this? A lot like therapists, you have to like ask right out front, or they'll just nod and be like, that sounds really sad.
Well, here's the thing. Do you have commitment issues?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think you do.
Maybe.
No,
maybe. Do you?
Yes,
Ooh.
but here's my thing. My commitment issues, and it could be, we're in similar industries, just different paths, right?
Yeah.
We have our goals that we have to accomplish, not want to.
Yeah.
We have goals that we have to accomplish.
Yeah.
And sometimes getting in the way of accomplishing that goal, having to accomplish it, is a relationship.
That's true.
Companionship is a necessity also. And it is very difficult to combine compassion with passion.
Yes.
I know.
Or you could just be trying to protect yourself from getting hurt.
So
you're covering yourself up with your career.
That was my original thought of what my problem was.
Yeah.
Because I was hurt.
Yeah. It can be the story you tell yourself to protect yourself.
But here's the thing. When I came to my awareness that I brought that pain upon myself,
Yeah.
okay, when the one girl left me because I was hesitant or I wasn't upfront, okay, that was my fault.
Yeah.
The other girl that left me for my buddy, my arms weren't big enough. That was my fault.
How's that?
Okay? Oh, he had bigger arms.
Actually, he wasn't a friend.
So, what did I do? Boom, 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 boom. All right. Right. But I hear you. But as soon as I realized when situations didn't work out, things that I did that enabled them not to work out, I was better off because I was able to learn from that.
Yeah.
So right now, it's the passion and compassion combination for me. Make sense?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's $50, by the way. That's $50. Jess, I mean, you're a trained therapist.
I am.
What I just said, did it make any sense?
I think I need a whole lot of alcohol before we get into your family issues.
Sounds like she has some background.
Well, here's the thing. I came from a very good family. You know what I mean? I'm very fortunate like that. You know, a mother and father who were real and were tough at the same time. Compassionate and loving, though, but real and tough. So, and that's good. And then being surrounded by 3 sisters, no brothers, okay? I learned what happens when you hit a girl, okay, on day 1. One, daddy doesn't let that happen ever again, and then the girls gang up on you. So, but
it's all depends.
What's that?
You know, I got siblings, sisters, and brothers.
Right.
You just can't hit them first.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what my sister did when we were young?
What did she do?
She
older or younger?
Younger. She was,
how much younger?
Like 18 months or something.
Okay.
She was like a biter, and she
tell her so what's up.
And there's the root of your issues. Jill.
Yeah.
$50, please.
Yeah. Anyway, she used to bite me all the time, and she'd get in trouble. Well, then she decided she didn't. She wanted me to get in trouble for biting, so she bit her own arm.
To blame you?
Yeah. Goes to my mom, says, "Bailey bit my arm," and my mom, I'm in trouble.
Fake
I'm like,
hate
I
crime.
didn't do it. I didn't do it. And my mom looks at my sister's arm, and she had lost her front tooth, and there was a mark missing in the bite for one front tooth. Well, I was a little bit older, so I had both my front teeth. And my mom looked at my sister and said, "Are you crazy? You would bite your own arm that hard to get your sister in trouble?"
Is she single?
No.
Damn. That's my kind of woman right there. Oh man, I tell you, it's a crazy world.
Yeah.
And I do believe that guys, okay, and males, testosterone handle emotions a lot different than estrogen, than females. And I don't say we handle it better. I just say we handle it where we rely more on our focus, you know, our distraction than our. But is that because it's frowned upon by other guys, that it's not macho or machismo?
I don't care what the other dude think. This is my relationship, my life. I don't care what you think about me.
See, Bay's got a good approach.
Miss me with that. I just got trust issues.
Yeah,
that's my problem.
Why do you have trust issues? Father, mother?
No,
hey, Bay, lay down.
Ain't got nothing to do with that.
Right?
In relationship.
Yeah.
I choose what I do with my own life.
Yeah.
My life. Puts everything to the side, that BS. That anything that I can't deal with myself, it's in God's hands. You know what I'm saying? But what I can deal with, I'm gonna do something about it.
I do believe we have entered a certain time in the world where there are more people that are more selfish than there were in the past.
Yeah.
Social media.
Right, and because it is a me culture, and if you can't give that attention that person is looking for to help fill that me, then it's just not going to work out. I think it's a really tough battle, especially when you have two me's. You know what I mean? Me. And unless there's an understanding that we are both me's. Yeah. That's why I think the best balance is the you's and the me's. I think have longer lasting, more productive relationships. Does that make sense, Jess?
It does.
Yin yang or whatever?
Yeah, I think that everybody has to be okay with themselves before they enter into a relationship. That a relationship should only complement a good life that you already have.
And if you have any relationship questions, call the hotline.
You should. You should take relationship questions. I'll answer them.
That's not a bad idea. We'll talk about that in the future. That's not a bad idea.
I've got a lot of experience, you know?
Yeah.
I'm a trained professional.
Bring your therapist in.
I got a 100% failure rate.
I want bring your therapist in.
I don't know if she'll come in here.
Yeah, bring her in. Give me her number. I want to talk to her.